Hey, we're at the Cody Dog Park. I didn't know they had one. They just opened it last year. I don't know after we left or before, but I've been over to this lake several times and never knew they had a dog park. And I was walking the dogs in Walmart parking lot last night, Camp Walmart, and this lady asked me if I ever been here, and I said no. So she told me where it was, and I said, okay, I'll go over there. So we're in the, wow, there's a big hole there. We're in the small dog side right now. Most dog parks do that now, they separate it, but this has three parts. Look, I'll show you. We're in the small dog side, which the only shade it has is over there. They haven't cut the grass over there. And then they have, of course, the doggy-proof fence. Come on, guys. Now we're in the big dog side. And I want to show you something cool they have. They got these fire hydrants for the dogs. It's really cool. At first I thought, why do they have all these fire hydrants in one spot? That doesn't make any sense. Then I realized they're just, they're real fire hydrants, but they just put them there for the dogs to pee on. That's really cool. I've never seen that at any other dog park. Now the other part about this dog park that's really cool is they gave you part of the lake for the dogs. So you see those dogs playing out there? And that's fenced in, and the thing I like about it is it's separated. Most parks, if they have a lake like that, the fence will just go all the way down in there, and then you don't want to take your dogs in there because they're going to get all wet and stuff. But here they have it fenced off. So if you don't want them using it, you don't let them in there. And once you do get them in there, it's fenced off. Of course, they can swim around the gate on the outside, but most dogs aren't going to do that. They want to stay where the action is. The action's at. This guy's a little, hey buddy! And look, it's right there, Heart Mountain. See, it's good for Patchy. He gets crazy. So they're having a good time to be free, because they haven't been real free this whole trip. I mean, we've done some off-leash stuff, but they need that. That's why when we go to Yellowstone, it's really hard on them because it's very strict in terms of the leash, and for good reason. Wolves, mountain lion, grizzly bear, geysers they can boil to death in, literally. If he got off leash, he sees that water, he's going to run to it. He's kind of smart, but I don't know, he might jump in it, and they basically boil to death. So, this is pretty nice. It's pretty cold. I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. I don't know if I showed my new cowboy hat. I bit the bullet. I bought it for myself. It was $94. It's a real cowboy hat. I'll have it my whole life. It's made by Resitol, or Resitol. They make really good cowboy hats, they tell me. Oh! Well, it's going to have its first, no grass stain. But I met an old cowboy on the streets yesterday, and he was showing me his, and he had the same brand. He said, you just wear them in like an old shoe. And his looked really cool, old, dirty, and sweaty. I said, oh, that's cool. He says, oh, man. He said, it's like an old shoe. He said, that's the way these hats get. So I bit the bullet and bought it. Took me 3 days to buy it, though. I bought motorcycles and cars and trucks quicker than I bought this hat. But I wanted to have the right one, and I said, it's a traditional cowboy hat. It's not a cowboy hat / golf hat with the holes in it that they had, the punched holes in the front. It's a real cowboy hat, the real style. And I just said, if I buy anything other than that, I'm going to regret it. So I bought the one I like, and it already feels good on my head. So, $94. I have one crazy thing I buy every year, so this is my crazy thing. And I'm going to use it even at home, because, man, you can't have that sun beating down on you all the time like I do. Shaggy wants under. He wants to get in that lake really bad, but I don't know. I don't feel like dealing with wet Shaggy today. It's cold right now. And we got to see the storm this way. But it's not coming this way according to my radar on my phone, so, but it's pretty ugly. This way, which is west, is clear, which is usually the opposite. And there's Heart Mountain. And you can see the snow-capped Absaroka is over here. I could see it perfect. I don't know how well you'll see it on camera. I really like this cowboy hat. It did. It took me 3 days, maybe longer, of going in there and trying them on. I had it narrowed down to 3 finally, because it's a real hat store, real cowboy hat store. And the one girl that worked there, she does the rodeo every night. She ropes, and she's the one who said this hat would be for me. She's like, that's the real deal. And I had liked another one. She goes, it's kind of like a golfer / cowboy hat, and I didn't know what she meant. And then after a couple of days of learning the different styles, I understood what she said, and I ended up picking out the one that she originally picked out. She goes, she's from Houston. She comes here every summer to rope in the rodeo, and then she works in that store during the day. And she said, that's a real hat, no bones about it. So I bought it. Maybe that's what made it so cool, is it took so long to pick it out. Patchy's having a good time. It's good that she's got some action with those dogs, because if those dogs weren't here, she'd probably be standing by the gate wanting to leave, so it keeps her busy. There. That's good for her. There's Taco John's out there. I've went to Taco John's 3 times since we've been here, and this dog park is like right across from there, and I never even knew it. Uh-oh, here come some dogs. Here comes some dogs. 2 sets of them. Let's see if Shaggy goes running over. He's ready. I'm going to restart the video if there's any action with these other dogs, because we're almost to 8 minutes. This dog here. I'm glad they got a place to air it out, because we're going to be leaving Friday morning, and it's going to be pretty strict for a while up in Yellowstone. I like it better up there than they do. They'd prefer to be other places. Looks like a Rottweiler. Those dogs are always just good-natured until people make them the other way. I guarantee you there's nothing to be afraid of with that Rottweiler. And see how he's not rushing? I love those fire hydrants. I've been to dog parks all over the place, and I've never seen that. And those are real fire hydrants too. At first I thought they were actually here. I'm like, why would they have all those fire hydrants there? What's going to catch on fire? I bet he's really good-natured, huh? Yeah. They always are, those dogs.
Just playful.
I've never met a mean one.
I've never seen a mean one, really.
People want them to be, but, they're just good dogs. Yeah, like anything.
Yeah. She's pretty good, though.
I figured.
She's just getting acquainted.
You know what I like about this dog park is they separate it from the water.
Yeah.
So if you don't want them in there, that's nice, because otherwise it'd be hard.
And then
it's
fenced up here.
Yeah, it was just in there. This is really nice.
They mowed that up there. I wonder how come they didn't mow this.
Yeah,
they figured the bigger dogs down here. Oh, I guess they did.
They did. It's not as tall as it was. Another little tiny one.
Yeah, we may end up having to throw her on her side. She's the one that starts shit. Those two will just play.